You are now listening to MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents the Old School Show with Ken, aka MrGentleman,
and the star Roddy Rod, where we talk anything old school.
True. Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, the YPG, and I'm Premier Boy Podcast. Welcome to another episode of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents the Old School Show. Hope all is well. And this is the season 1 finale of the Old School Show. And yeah, I want to take the time to thank everybody that checked out, this new spin-off series, man. This became a fan favorite. Everybody enjoyed it. And I'm just glad that, we have a lot of support for the spin-off show. So once again, thank you from myself and the Star Rider Rod. Yeah. So let's get on with the episode. So on this episode, we got a special guest. She was on my show twice this season. One for season 2 for Date Night Talk. And last season, we got Vanna B back on the show. And, we all discussed the Disney movies. So this was a very fun episode. And yeah, we're going to dive in really deep. And y'all already know. So you already know what to do. Sit back, relax, and I'll be right back.
This is the star Roddy Rod, and you are now listening to MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast.
Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, and I am the host of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. And this commercial break is brought to you by MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. On MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast, we interview many guests about their life journey, pretty much where they come from and where they at now. Also promoting their brands or whatever they're doing at the time they come on the show. We also have the host talk about personal stories about himself and everything that he's been through. And also we have fun conversation about anything music, anything old school, relationships, wrestling, and many more. And y'all can tune in to MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast every Sundays at 12 a.m. We are also on every Thursdays at 12 a.m. for Spin-Off Series Thursdays, where we have all of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast spin-off series all in one day, where we have a conversation about music podcast every first Thursday at 12 a.m. The Old School Show with myself and the Star Roddy Rod every fourth Thursday at 12 a.m. And we have Date Night Talk Podcast with myself and Miss Vanna B every second and third Thursday at 12 a.m. And y'all can tune in to MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, the Pods, and many more. Or y'all can check it out on the official website of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com, www.realmrgentlemanlifestylepodcast.com. And tune in every Sundays and Thursdays at 12 a.m. for MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in to this commercial break of MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast. Back to your regularly scheduled program. Cheer!
Hey, this is your girl Vanna B, and you're kicking it and listening to my boy on MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast.
Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back. And y'all already know what it is. This is MrGentleman Lifestyle Podcast presents Old School Show, the season 1 finale of the Old School Show. And we are talking about Disney movies today. And y'all already know, I got my co-host Joey on the bro, who finally returned to the Premier Boy Podcast. We got the bro, the Star Roddy Rod. Roddy Rod.
Yo, what's good? What's going on?
We know what's the Old School Show.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, where we talk anything old school. Right. Say the catchphrase, man.
This is the old school show. We talk anything old school. You already know.
There you go. And we got a special guest. She's been on my show before, twice actually. But this is her first time on the old school show. I'm not sure she did an introduction, but we got the girl, Miss Vanna B in the building.
Hey,
Vanna, how you doing?
Hey, boos. What's up?
Yeah, welcome to the old school show. This is your first time on the old school show. So.
Yes, and I'm excited because I'm showing my age, but it's cute. It's cute and whatever. It's fine. I still look good.
Trust me. We all showing our age because this topic is Disney movie. No, the wonderful world of Disney movies. We all grew up from Disney. Of course you are. Of course you are. So my first question to y'all is like, what was your first Disney movie y'all watched ever? Like, if y'all can remember far back, what was your first thing y'all watched from Disney from movies? If y'all can remember.
So my issue is that I couldn't remember. However, and the reason why I say that is that I grew up on the era where I was watching the Mickey Mouse Club, so I was watching the Disney Channel. So whatever came on, I was watching. So I'm sadly I can't pinpoint my first Disney movie. It's really unfortunate, but I was definitely on the Disney Channel, Mickey Mouse Club, Justin Timberlake, JC, all them people them. So yeah, I was definitely on that wave.
Okay. And what about you, Roddy?
It's been hard for me too, yo. Like, I just remember from the first memory had to be the little toaster.
Oh wow!
Yeah, Brave Little.
And that's the first memory.
That's a classic. I know for me, I agree with both of y'all. It's kind of hard because me, I grew up with three sisters, and all we did was watch Disney movies, especially around with all the princess eras. So I literally watched all those princess era movies, like Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, stuff like that. I mean, as term my first, I do not remember. I'll be honest, I do not remember what was my first. But it was a lot. I just know I grew up as a Disney kid too. I didn't know about the Disney Mickey Mouse Club. I was a big Mickey Mouse fan. I used to carry a Mickey Mouse doll all the time as a kid before my older sister, ripped his head up, recipe to Mickey Mouse. But yeah, I was a Disney kid. Yeah, I was a big fan. So
have you ever been to Disney World though?
I wish. Okay,
see, that's goals for next year, y'all. We gonna do. I did that. We doing a big MrGentleman podcast trip to Disney World next year. We lit.
I did that.
How was your experience, Roddy?
It was cool. It was cool. I don't remember it too vague. It was so long ago, but it seemed like it was fun.
I wanted to go this year for my birthday, but God said no.
Dang. And I know. I was supposed to go because I went to Universal before, and we were supposed to go to Disney, but it never happened. But one day that sounds like a plan that I do want to do. I do want to go to Disney World one day. That always been something I always want to do. But
it's definitely one of those things. Respectfully, if you have kids, go without your kids first, and then take your kids. Like, be the big kid first, and then come back with your kids. Because I know the last time I went, we was knocking kids over. Like, I'm taking a picture with so and so, and like we were definitely ruthless. But yeah.
Dang, poor kids. But this might be another hard question I'm about to ask y'all. What is your favorite Disney movie? Give me, if y'all could, this is hard. If y'all could, give me 3 or maybe even 5. Because I know it's hard. I know this is a hard question, but yeah.
Roddy, you want to go first?
Yeah, Roddy,
I don't know.
You know what? Let me start this up then. Let me start this up then. For me, one movie that we'll get to in a few. We didn't get too much detail yet until we get to as we actually talked about it. Lion King is one.
Mm-hmm.
That's one of my favorite movies. Pinocchio is another one that was my favorite. If we want to go live action, this movie called Polly. Well, we will talk more about that a little later. In case y'all don't know, I'm explain that a little later. Toy Story, of course. And last one could be kind of hard. Last one, I'm gonna have to say James and the Giant Peach.
I love that movie. I watched it the other day. All right. So
Who next?
I'm a go. So I'm a girl, and I am so thankful that the day that Pandora and Disney was like, you know what, we're gonna make charms together. But my ultimate favorite Disney movie, number one, will always be Beauty and the Beast. So I have those charms on my bracelet. So if you look at my Pandora, those are there. I love Aladdin. I have to love Aladdin.
Oh, that's another thing. That's another one. That's another one I forgot to add. Aladdin.
Yes. Let's go with Van. You gotta put in The Lion King. But this is the thing. When I saw the list of the questions, Ken, I was like, yo, you trying to trick me. Because the reason why I say that is because, you know, Pixar and Disney, they merge. So are we talking pre-Pixar? Or are we including everybody?
I was including everything. Like Pixar, I do consider Pixar as Disney anyway. So
okay, because it's so funny because I had this conversation with somebody like a month or two ago, and we were like debating. And then when you go on Disney Plus, all these movies are there.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Beauty and the Beast, we have Aladdin, we have The Lion King. Alice in Wonderland, yes, definitely.
I got some things to say about that one.
You know what? Wait, you know what? I'm not gonna say that on here. Because then, like, are we incorporating Marvel movies now? But that's too far. So, but we keep it old school. We keep it old school. Okay.
Keep it old school. I didn't include the Marvel.
Right? Okay. But yeah, so I think those are my tops. And Snow White, I definitely bangs with. I wasn't a big Sleeping Beauty fan. I watched it. But what about a Goofy movie?
That's another one. That's another classic.
And like Fantasia and see, yeah, but
it's a lot.
So yeah, so for me, definitely. So we're gonna go Beauty and the Beast number one, Aladdin, The Lion King.
Man.
Hey, Roddy, what you got?
I'm gonna have to say Aladdin, The Lion King, Toy Story.
Okay, nice. So then, let's get to it. Let's discuss the movie. And I believe the first movie all of us love. We all had it on our list. Let's talk more about The Lion King. Like, let's talk about The Lion King. Like, how y'all feel about The Lion King? Let's talk more about it.
Scar's a bitch.
Of course.
Facts.
Sorry, respectfully. No, I think The Lion King was one of those movies that you didn't know the impact of it until it happened. Like, per se. Like, there were so many, like, now that I got older, like, when I was younger, it was like, okay, I'm watching The Lion King. But now that I'm older and reflecting, it was like, that was a dope-ass movie. Like, even the cultural aspects that they put in the movie. If you missed it, then you missed it, y'all. But there were so many things that they really paid attention to detail. The score, the music. You know, people don't understand, like, when you're watching a movie, the music really will affect you and move you into either really buy into it or not buy into it. And they did a beautiful job. And to fast forward the fact that it's on Broadway, now impacts me, because watching it live on Broadway, the one thing I will say, if you have the opportunity to see The Lion King or Aladdin live on Broadway, do that, because just watching it from as a child, I'm watching it animated, and then I saw it on Broadway, and then the most recent one came out, and it's like, wow, like, the culture is dope. It's really dope, you know. And I just remember, like, you know, it was cool, like, and jokingly, like, my family calls me, like, Nala, like, you know, you gotta take your stand on the rock, you know, you gotta hold the family down. And I'm like, no pressure, y'all. But that movie that's definitely one for the books. My kids will definitely be watching that. So
The Lion King, man, I tell you, is great. Like I agree with you, what you said, Vanna, with the music. You know, it's crazy how when it comes to Disney movies overall, like, they nailed the music,
the scores.
With the movies together. Like, you just be enjoying the movie and singing along with every song. and you remember the songs more than the movies, or you remember what song where it was put to indicate something happening or something's about to happen. And of course, The Lion King obviously was. It made a lot of spin-offs. It had Timon and Pumbaa. It was so. It's growing up as a kid. It was so amazing how like the sequels, they just continued the story and made Simba evolve and had Nala and the kids and whatnot. It was just amazing. No, the whole Lion King thing was just well put together. That's all I gotta say about it.
But do you remember, like, I'm sorry, like, and I'm Roddy, you said a really good point. Like, I remember the moment. Y'all remember when they were doing Hakuna Matata and it transitioned from Cub Simba and Simba became like a whole grown ass lion? I was like,
yeah, that was a dope moment. That was a dope moment.
That was the moment. I think, like, in the movie theater, I was like, oh my gosh, it's Simba. He's here. And, like, it kind of put, like, because I think at that moment, you didn't know which way the movie was going to go. Like, you didn't know if Simba was going to come back. And I think, like, now that I'm older, certain movies now hit differently. And that moment is like, we all have that Hakuna Matata moment where we're the cub. And then we bounce back and here we are, Simbas, and this is life. So I think that moment will always, obviously when Mufasa passed, we're not going to talk about that. But definitely when he transitioned from Cub Simba to the Lion Simba, that moment, like now it hits different.
Yes, agree. And, that's one of my favorite moments as well. Glad you mentioned that, Brick. Bottom be my bad. I'm sorry to say that.
Yo, trying to hear me out here in the streets.
but that was a dope moment, though. Sorry, we're going to have to mention that, the time my father passed away, man, it was sad. It made me cry, and that was a sad moment. I'm not gonna lie. I'd never forget Scar. I never forgive Scar for that moment. Like Miss Vanna said, Scar's bitch. so yeah. And Roddy did bring up a good point about Lion King. And both of y'all made a point about the culture that Lion King did. Like, it evolved from the Broadway show, which I did see the Broadway show. It was really amazing.
Oh, you did?
I did see the Broadway show. Yeah, I did see the Broadway
show. You like me. I cried watching it. I cried because it just hit different. Like, I can't explain what it felt like to watch it live and just say it was just like, oh my God, this is dope. Like, oh my God, this is the culture. Like, what is Yes, I'm here for all of it.
It was an amazing experience. And I believe as a kid, Lion King was the first Disney movie I see in the movies. If I'm not mistaken, I think Lion King was the first movie that I seen in the movie. Either that or Aladdin. One of those movies were the first two movies I seen for Disney movie as a kid. But Lion King was amazing, and also good thing you mentioned about the score. We gotta give a shout out to Elton John. He made that whole soundtrack, yo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Elton John, man, made that whole soundtrack. Also,
I had that soundtrack, right.
Yeah, and this is when we were still buying CDs. And I remember, like, certain movies, as I'm looking at the list, I remember having the CDs and playing the songs and listening to it. And, like, that was us back in the day. And right now, movies don't, not all movies come with set scores, and people don't understand them. I'm telling y'all, if y'all watch a movie and y'all listen to the music, what's happening, there's a reasoning for all that, and it brings the emotions in. So if you do see the Lion King live and you're listening to them sing these songs live, if you don't cry, if it doesn't tug at your heart, then we got a problem.
No, I agree. But one thing I will say about Lion King that I did not like, the video game for Lion King for Super Nintendo was very hard, yo. That game was like the hardest thing ever. That and another movie that we're gonna mention, but that video game was like the hardest thing ever, man. I cannot never beat that. I can't wait to beat King level for like the longest. Then one day I did beat it, and then the Elephant Graveyard was even more harder. I'm like, gee, Louise, like.
But can we give an honorable mention, as you said that, to the hyenas, because they had me going.
Oh,
definitely,
shout out to them.
Yes.
I don't know if Whoopi Goldberg one of them. Can't remember the
other two. Yeah, no, but shout outs to them and Zazu. I love Zazu.
Yeah.
That was my boy. Like Zazu was the homie.
Yeah, but I know this is the old show. We're not supposed to mention that, but how do y'all feel about the reboot? The live action one
with Beyonce.
Yeah, how y'all feel about that?
I'm not gonna hold you, and y'all know I am the crown holder of the Queen Bee Alliance.
Yes, you are.
So for me, it didn't sit the way that the original did.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's almost like, for example, Coming to America 2. I think for people, it was like there were expectations and people had to understand that it wasn't made to be a true remake. It was made for the generation. And I think that was the disconnect between that movie. So when I was watching it, yes, I was watching it based on, it's The Lion King and beyond and all this stuff. But I also had to understand the generation that's watching it. But even a lot of my kids or my students, when we had those conversations and they ended up seeing the original Lion King, they preferred the original one. But I could understand why some of them was leaning towards the new one. Like I got it, I understood it. And then Beyonce went because Black is King ended up being the soundtrack, if I'm correct. So it was different. I'm not gonna say it was bad. It wasn't horrible, but it wasn't meant to hit like the first one for us the way that it did for this generation.
Yeah. For me, I ain't gonna lie. When I saw that cast, though, I was hyped. I was excited. I was really excited. Oh my god! My guy Childish Gambino. Beyonce. I mean, Beyonce. Up and down for me. I was more hyped. I was hyped about James Arizona more than anything because he would have been living that role again. I was hyped about that. But when I actually seen it, I was like, dang, like it wasn't like you said, it wasn't bad, but it didn't hit me as much as the original one.
Respectfully, I definitely fell asleep watching it.
Dang.
I did, and I had to rewatch it, so I definitely did fall asleep on it. But it's not a bad movie. I just think that it's supposed to touch this generation. Like maybe that's supposed to be their new Lion King, but it's not. It's never going to be for us because we come from Jason Weaver. Give that king some flowers. Make sure they hashtag and tag him on this episode. Jason Weaver is a king. Put some respect on his name because he murdered the hell out of that song. And then even when he spoke about the royalties he even gets now from that movie, I'm like, yo, he's a king.
I agree. Shout out Jason Weaver as well.
Jason Weaver. If you single, hey.
I'm done. Roddy, how you feel about the live action?
I didn't even watch it, so I can't.
Oh wow.
Oh dang. Alright, so we all agree Lion King is an amazing movie. It's a great, amazing movie, but let's get to the next reboot this movie that also had a reboot as well. That's about Aladdin. How you feel about Aladdin?
I was here for the reboot. I was here. I believe that was probably one of the best reboots that I saw because I feel like they were true to the essence of the movie. I feel like they picked the best people to play the parts, and respectfully, they did a great job. I couldn't see anyone else after seeing Will Smith being the genie, and it's so crazy because Robin Williams as the voice, that's who we just knew as the genie. And I think that for Will to step in and do it, I think he did an amazing job. And it was literally like watching it the cartoon version in a sense of obviously some tweaks. I remember, but they were doing things, and I remember how I felt as a little girl watching the movie. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy. And seeing it on Broadway, I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. This is it. So I was definitely proud of that reboot. I think they did a great job. And like, I like the fact that they cast the Aladdin and Jasmine, I don't know the names in real life, so I apologize. But I'm so happy they kind of pick people who are breakout stars and really allow them to flourish in those roles and to really shine in those roles. I really think they did a really great job with that.
Yeah. Also, Vanna, talk about the original too. How you feel about the original?
Oh my God. What can I not say about the original? Hello? Like, Aladdin was one of those movies that I kind of, it hit different, and I don't know why, but it was like the idea of, because Jasmine, technically speaking, was a princess of color, to be technical.
Yeah.
So she is technically the first princess of color.
Yeah.
So at that time, I didn't understand the importance of that. And then we have the Princess Tianas, and we have the Muhammad, stuff like that. So I think at that moment, just watching the movie, and I'm like, she lives in the palace. She got a lion, the tiger as a pet, and then here comes this little, this boy is, but he just wants it. It hit differently. But even seeing the relationship of like Jasmine and her father, that was the first time. Well, I think that's the only Disney movie that I can remember at that time that had a single father and a daughter together. Besides Beauty and the Beast.
I think it's another movie, but we're going to get to that a little later.
Yeah. So and again, at that time, you're not thinking about it like that. And so now it's like, damn, this is a movie, a princess of color, a single, and granting she was a princess, a single father trying to figure out his teenage daughter, So the movie definitely it sits different now, and it resonates more now. But as a child, it's just like, you got the flying carpet, you got a boo. I love that boo. That was my little, like, I wanted a monkey as a child because I was like, can I please get a boo? But it was just one of those, like, it was a fairy tale type of movie for me. Not fighting anyone else, but for me it was.
Man.
All right, Roddy.
Well, Aladdin was good for me too. Like, you're a small little boy and you see a flying carpet, you see Aladdin, you see his genie granting wishes. It just, you just enjoy it. And it was definitely good to see the reboot with Will Smith and as a genie, and how that came out and how they stuck to the elements. So with that, I love Aladdin. I just love to watch it anytime it come on. Anything Aladdin.
For me, same here. Aladdin's another one that I really enjoy. One of my favorites as well. The reboot was amazing. They chose the best choice for Will Smith as the genie. And the whole cast of the reboot was like on point, like straight off the back. It was on point. It was no negative to the reboot, like, at all. Like the reboot was amazing. It gave me the same feeling how I feel about the childhood, about the original one for Aladdin. Songs was on point as well. Aladdin was the original F-boy in Disney. I'm glad to say that. I'm gonna have to say that a little bit.
I love him.
Can't trust me. He was the original F-boy. Yeah, I'm sorry. He was the original F-boy.
I'm done with you for today.
Aladdin was another cartoon video game that was really hard. Another cartoon video game from Super Nintendo that was really hard that I could not beat. Like with the freaking fire level with the flying carpet, that was a crazy level as well. Kind of hard. I wish I did see Aladdin in Broadway. I had not got a chance to see Aladdin in Broadway yet, but Aladdin was amazing to be.
You definitely should. And even the gentleman that plays, I'm not going to give it all away for like you or anyone else that's listening. The gentleman, like the one thing I will say is whoever's doing the casting for all three projects is doing a great job, because the casting for the genie, and if you ever catch like Good Morning America, like how they do like the little like preview shows, like they were on point. And again, you have to remember that Robin Williams, rest his soul, was a genius and was so particular. Even like though it was a cartoon movie, you could see the behind the scenes things and how much he really engulfed himself into that. And so the fact that they were able to then pick two other people, Will Smith and the gentleman that's on Broadway. I should Google his name, but they were very precise and they definitely made sure to keep the esteem and the legacy of Mr. Williams when they did that. So that was the one thing I was happy about and proud about for that movie, especially because it's one of my favorites.
Yes, you may know, rest in peace to Mr. Robin Williams. I did met him one time in life. One time I met Mr. Robin Williams before. But yeah, rest in peace to Mr. Robin Williams. But one thing about Aladdin that I believe that not a lot of Disney movies managed to pull. They also have dope sequels as well. You know, Return of the
King of
Jafar.
Thieves. Oh my God!
Yeah.
Yes, that's when Aladdin's father came back. Yes.
Yeah. That's one thing that I feel a lot of the sequels that Disney movies did came out with, because most of them went to straight. I think all of them went straight to VHS and DVD.
I honestly don't think I kept up with the sequels for Aladdin like that.
Yo, you gotta watch the sequels, man.
Yeah, the King of Thieves is definitely good. Return of Jafar, yes. I'm not gonna hold you.
I think so.
After it became like 6 deep, I think I kind of stopped. I ain't gonna hold y'all, but but not. It was just too much for me. But and also the music. I'm telling you, like I remember, I can sing the Aladdin in the 43. Like I could sing that shit. It was just. Definitely, that's the one thing I will say about Disney movies is that their scores, like if like You Got a Friend in Me, like we all know these songs and hear it, you know. So the one thing that Disney is really good at is having amazing scores for their movies. And so Aladdin definitely was busting with the sequels and their scores. So I'll salute for them for that.
I agree, and one thing, like I don't think a lot of people know that after the sequel to the movie, Aladdin had a TV show as well.
Oh yeah,
which connected to the movies.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you know, Aladdin was an amazing movie, and this movie was dope. Another one. Alright, next movie that we're gonna dive into, was She Won and the Princess. We're gonna start with the first princess, not the first princess, but not the first. I know who the first princess was. We're gonna talk about that a little later. Let's talk about Little Mermaid. How y'all feel about Little Mermaid?
Under the sea. So Ariel, not that she's not one of my top threes. The Little Mermaid had to grow on me, and I don't know why. Like I don't know why that movie had to grow on me, but like once I saw it, I was like, oh, I can watch it. Oh, I like it. But Sebastian for me will always be king. Sebastian for me takes the cake all the time. I don't know if that's the Caribbean person in me being biased. But I think the voice of Sebastian also passed away this year or last year.
I think it was last year. Late last year.
And as I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, another movie that had a single father raising his daughter. Like Disney was doing something. Yeah, Disney was doing something, and I wonder like if it was ever a conversation on why. Well, because this is life, that's how it happened. But I would love to know that conversation if they realized what they were doing. But Little Mermaid, I loved it. Ursula, hater. Gotta love Flounder. And then who was the seagull? The seagull had a real interesting name.
I forgot his name. I cannot remember.
Like Lawasco. He had a name though, and he was over there picking up stuff and making names for things. But that movie grew on me. But I do like it. It's not in my top 3, but it will definitely be in my top 10, maybe in my 5. So yeah. But to me, that score didn't hit the same like the Lion King and Aladdin. Also.
Yeah, agree. Yeah. What about you, Roddy?
Yeah, that movie, The Little Mermaid, it was cool. The music was very catchy. All the songs for the movie. My favorite character was Sebastian the Crab. Like it was a very fun movie. Like even as a dude, as a young boy, I enjoyed it still, you know. And Little Mermaid was good. That's all I can say.
I agree. Little Mermaid was a cool movie. Was my favorite movie. Like just like all of y'all, Sebastian was my favorite character. Also, shout out to the homie Prince Eric. He another one I like. He a cool dude. I don't got much to say about Little Mermaid. It's a cool movie. I like it. And also, I'm looking forward to the live action as well. For this one.
Oh, they have a live action coming through.
Yeah. With what's her name?
Halle.
Thank you.
Halle Berry, not Berry, but Halle Berry.
There you go. I know.
But actually, no. Let's back up some, because remember when ABC was doing the live, so we actually did have a live version.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Shaggy played Sebastian, and Queen Latifah was Ursula. I want to say. I feel like I'm about to Google on my phone.
That wasn't that long though, right?
Yeah, that was. I feel like that was during. Was it during COVID? Like literally.
It was. Yeah. It was last year.
I know that was recent, right?
Yeah. I didn't get to watch it. I didn't get to watch it though, but I think it was last year.
Yeah, it was. You know what? It was. I think it was cool. Like I actually liked it, but I am excited to see the reboot, and stuff like that. But I did like the fact they had the other one, like, and honestly, I couldn't. Shaggy is probably one of the best, unless you put like Shauna Paul for Sebastian, and I would pay to see Shauna Paul be Sebastian.
Oh, I agree. That'll be fine.
But yeah, so technically speaking, The Little Mermaid is having they have had 2 live action reboots.
Well, I gotta watch it because I didn't get to watch that one, so I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out. Alright, next movie we got Cinderella. How do you feel about Cinderella?
I have a lot to say.
Uh-oh.
So respectfully, the original is not one of my favorites. However, and I'm gonna bring it around, and some people are gonna understand it. The moment and the day, and I might like shed a tear. That Brandy that they did.
Yeah, there you go.
Seeing Brandy as Cinderella. So now this is the one time I can remember seeing a African American princess for me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, I'm like thinking about it. And I remember like being in awe of that. And I remember, so you have Brandy, Whitney Houston, Whoopi Goldberg. Jason Alexander, Claudia Burnett. Like there was so many amazing people. And when you look at it, it was a mixture of people. But for me, seeing Brandy, the like as a kid, I idolized. I had the Brandy doll. I had Cinderella doll. Like I idolized her. So to see her as Cinderella, and I remember shortly after they filmed that, I went to Disney. I went somewhere. It's either Disney Universe, but either way, they happened to have her actual dress there. I mean, it was enclosed up. But I remember seeing that, and I was just like, oh my God, that's her dress. That's Cinderella's dress. It wasn't Brandy for me. It was a black princess for me. That was the first black princess. Again, I said Jasmine earlier, but again, I wasn't at the age where I understood that.
Yeah.
So seeing Brandy be Cinderella for me will always surpass, no offense to anyone, the original for me. That will always impossible. Like, hello? I don't remember any songs from the original Cinderella. If you put on Brandy's, I'm gonna sit there and sing it, and I'm gonna do the whole dance and everything. And so I think for me and for young black women, young girls, that one will always sit differently versus the original one. And I don't want to make it a race thing. Not saying the first one was a bad one. It's not. It just didn't sit the way that the one with Brandy and Whitney Houston set for me.
I feel you, and I agree with you on that. What about you, Roddy?
For Cinderella, I didn't really check out I checked it out, but I didn't really enjoy the original. But when they remade it with Brandy and Whitney and Chaka Khan, that one was very entertaining because it was like, at that point, it was celebrities, it was people That's how I caught with the video. I saw more like, oh shoot, they have a black version, and they have people that we actually know acting as the main cast, and this is great. This is actually watchable. I watched this to watch the whole through, as opposed to the other one. I probably wouldn't have stuck it out or for the whole seen the whole thing. So yeah, that's how I felt about the Cinderella.
For me, Cinderella wasn't my favorite movie. Like I said, me and my sisters, they used to watch a lot of Disney movies as a kid with the princesses. I watched this too. It wasn't my favorite. Of course, I did watch the one with Brandy. I am a Brandy fan, so I think we all Brandy fan. I always talk about Brandy on the show, and I mean, I guess when I was younger at the time, I didn't think it was a big deal about Black Cinderella at the time because we were young. But until I got older, I thought I appreciated. Oh wow, it really is a big deal until now because they do go back to the day about Brandy as Cinderella, and it was a dope movie. I would prefer the Brandy version than the cartoon version.
Same here.
It's the cartoon. It's not a bad version. It really isn't. But it was just, I think the live version was more captivating for me. Mm-hmm. And then even like I feel like every time we're like R.I.P. somebody, but even Natalie Desselle,
but
that movie, it was a movie. Like again, the casting, like I think that they were able to take the original and modify it and make it so not relatable, but they made it for us. And when I say us, not
think about it like this. I mean, it drew in the black audience as well.
Yeah.
And it definitely, but again, like I said before, it had a cast of like multiracial people, but again, we're not looking at race. So again, that's not the statement. But for me, it's different because Miss Brandy was Cinderella, and I was like, oh my God, it's Moesha. Hello.
Back then, around that time, Brandy was really big around that time.
Mm-hmm. She was big.
I think Moesha was. Mm-hmm. I think Moesha started around that time. Brandy had.
No, she was a couple years in. I think when they did that. Yeah. But it definitely it's one of the ones that is so funny. I said to my mother probably maybe like a year ago, a couple months ago. COVID just messed timelines up. But I said to her, I was like, Mom, can you get me, or can we find me like a DVD version of Cinderella or something? And so she says to me, she was like, there's two versions of it that exist that I purchased. So one year from my best friend, rest her soul, that's in heaven, she bought us, because me and her loved the movie, she bought us, I think we had both, like she originally got us the VHS one, so I definitely have Disney movies on VHS. I don't know if they're worth anything, but please someone let me know. But she was like, yeah, she's like, I definitely bought you those. And then I had to think back, I'm like, damn, I definitely do have Cinderella on VHS or something. And I think it's also on Disney Plus too. So if y'all don't have Disney Plus, please make sure you sign up for it. If you want to use mine, I only charge $5 per month. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, funny. I think I do got the VH1 still. I believe I got a lot of the VH1 tapes. Still
I definitely have Lion King. I definitely have Aladdin. I definitely have a lot of VHS tapes that are just sitting there, and I can only wonder how much they're worth. One day.
Facts. But yeah, get that Disney Plus, y'all. Get that Disney Plus.
Again, $5 if you want to use mine. So
I might need to start charging mine again. but next one, Beauty and the Beast. Beauty and the Beast. Yeah.
My favorite.
Who want to go first?
I'm gonna let Roddy go. I forgot.
Roddy.
Beauty and the Beast. As always, y'all already know, like the music with the movies always hit for me, man. And of course, this particular one was no different with the Beauty and the Beast theme song. And it was an interesting movie. Like, even when I was young, it was very interesting to watch. The storyline was great. Seeing a beast dance with a princess, and the obstacles and all that. I just loved it. Like, Beauty and the Beast was a good one as well. Like, just a piece of my childhood right here, man. That's what I say about that.
I agree. Beauty and the Beast was a dope movie. One thing that we forgot to mention about the Disney movie that a lot of them have a lot of subliminal messages.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these movies.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
Beauty and the Beast is, I guess the message was, no matter what the person looked like, I guess give them a try. That's the message I got from this movie. But it was an amazing movie. I enjoyed Beauty and the Beast. For cartoon character, Belle was a baddie for a cartoon character. Also, don't judge me. Don't judge me. As a kid. But I enjoyed them. I enjoyed Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, it was a fun movie. And I'm leaving it to Miss Vanna B because this is one of her favorites. So I'm leaving it to her.
Little town full of little people waking up to say hello. So again, like we say about subliminals, like again, another Disney movie with a single father raising his daughter. But okay, yeah. Love it. You know, I'm definitely here for that. I think Beauty and the Beast for me, it was just a different type of movie for me. And I just remember like meeting, you had the arrogant Gaston. We all got a Gaston in our life. Lord Jesus, Gaston. Gaston. And then wow, I'm blacking out on the Candlestick Lumiere, and oh my God, this is bad. But just that whole movie was just one of those things that, again, there were a lot of subliminal messages in it. You know, you had Mrs. Pot and then Chip. You had
Chip, the homie Chip. Shout out to the homie Chip.
You know, there was so many things, and I just feel like that was, I think, Beauty and the Beast is before The Lion King.
It was, yeah, it was.
So I also feel like that was a time where Disney kind of stepped their animation up.
Yeah, I think hold on. My bad, Miss Vanna. Before you continue, I think this was the first '90s Disney movie, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm wrong, let me know. If I'm wrong, let me know. Continue.
Yeah, because I think Cinderella, and I can kind of Google because So Cinderella. Hold on, let me just do a quick Google check real quick.
Yeah.
On when Cinderella came out, but I feel like around the 90s is when Disney definitely stepped their animation up.
Yeah.
So this is 1950, so that makes sense. Okay, yeah. So Cinderella came out in 1950.
Oh yeah.
So then I think followed by that will be, I think we're going to talk about it next. So I'm sorry to kind of crash it. Snow White. That came, and then around the 90s, you can see the transition that Disney made with their animation.
Yeah.
And so for me, watching Beauty and the Beast was like you were in France, you were in when Belle was doing all that. And for me, Belle was definitely me because I was an awkward kid in the sense of like, they're like, why is she always reading? Like, why I do this or why I do that? And like growing up, even now, I'm an awkward person. Like it says, like in some of the things that I like science. I like certain things, and they're like, "What the hell?" You know. So for me, Belle was very relatable per se. You know, and shout out to her horse because her horse definitely was also MVP throughout movie too. But even like once you got to know the Beast also, and I think it's one of those subliminals like. When you really listen to his story and like, yes, he was caught up on looks and he was caught up on certain things, but then you kind of see him have a heart. So it's almost the aspect of when you meet someone, they have this heart on, this beast persona up. Mm-hmm. And then once you get to know them and you really get to the pit of the issue, they're a real person and they've been through trauma. We don't understand trauma when we 7 years old, but now I'm like, the Beast was going through some shit. Yes, he was a prince, he had whatever, but he really has some real life shit going on. Bro, I get you. That's true. I get you. But yeah, that's definitely one of my favorite movies. Like again, my Pandora bracelet has well, no, I'm not gonna say that. But my Pandora bracelet definitely has the flower, the enchanted rose. it has her dress because as a child, I think my prom dress, I either wanted to look like Belle's dress or Brandy's dress. I wanted to look like one of those princess dresses. So once upon a time when I was engaged, and I was getting married, I found the dress that looked just like Belle's dress. Oh, wow. And I was like, what the fuck? And so that was the dress. So it's one of those like fairy tale princess things because I'm corny like that and I like things like that. But yeah, I love that movie. It just makes me happy inside.
That's good. And before we continue, when you're not an awkward person, you're an amazing person. Just want to say that.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, boo. And I'm just a geek, and when people learn that about me, they're like, "She's a geek," and I'm like, "Yes, that's the conversation." Okay.
Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. But we talk about that in that time. Nothing wrong with that. but yeah, next movie, we got The Sleeping Beauty. How do you feel about Sleeping Beauty?
I'm gonna go to sleep.
I'm gonna say something about The Sleeping Beauty. It wasn't my favorite movie, but the prince in that movie reminded me of a video game character now. Now, me and my sister used to joke about, and yeah, not much to say about the movie. It was alright. It wasn't my favorite. It wasn't my favorite. Sleeping Beauty. The concept was kind of weird. Like I said, the prince reminded me of a video character named by the name of Link for The Legend of Zelda. Yeah, that's what I had to say about it. That's what I had to say about the movie.
I think that the movie, but again, this is now putting us back in the future. Was it Enchanted based on Sleeping Beauty, or was it Cinderella?
Probably was. I don't know. I think Enchanted was Cinderella. I think Enchanted was Cinderella.
I'm gonna Google just to make sure. But I was like, felt like, hold on, let me see. Enchanted. No, I think it should play. Let me see. Hold on, maybe. But yeah, Cinderella just never. It just never sat with me right, and I don't know why. Like it's not like it's a bad movie. It just never was one of those like, oh my god, I want to watch it today. No, I'm not watching it. No.
Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. All right, what about you, Roddy? How you feel about Sleeping Beauty?
Man, I wasn't even my favorite, but it felt like it was basically a dry concept to me. I'm sorry, I'm being honest.
No, I feel you. I guess we all kind of got the same answer. So let's just move on to the next. So let's talk about the oldest.
It's based on. Okay, sorry, I just got it on my phone. Sorry.
How you feel about Snow White?
Hi ho, it's off the right we go. I love the Seven Dwarfs. I'm here for them. I was really more so here for them. It's something that I will watch, but I think I got more enjoyment once the Seven Dwarfs were involved and they were like making me laugh or whatever the case may be. It's not a bad movie, but it's just not one of those like, I'm gonna go home and watch Snow White today. It's just like
not a top tier for everybody.
Yeah. So it's a hit or miss with that. If you like it, then if you like it, I love it. But it just wasn't one of those things that I had to, really want to go home and watch.
The Seven Dwarfs made the movie more enjoyable to me, and when they came in and did their thing, and that's what really drew me to the movie and made me interested in it. Other than that, it's not a top tier for me either, and it's just something, I'm not feeling to watch as well.
But whistle while you work or whistle while you twerk, hey.
I'm done. Snow White. I agree. The Seven Dwarfs was the main point of the movie. My favorite was It was what was that mean one? I forgot the name. Grumpy. Grumpy was my favorite.
Right.
Grumpy, Dopey.
Grumpy. That was definitely like my dad's nickname. My mom. So when my dad was he passed. But either way, like my dad used to have an attitude, and so my mom would be like, "All right, Grumpy," and I'm like, "Ah, you said it, dwarf." Like, but Grumpy made my day. I loved him. I was here for him. I was here for Bashful and Happy and Sleep. I was here for all of them.
Yeah. like I mentioned, Snow White was I believe one of the first movies they made. I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
So let you know me, I'll Google facts.
Yeah, Google fact.
So
the Vanna B Google facts.
Google facts. So Snow White came out. So we said that Beauty and the Beast. I mean, Cinderella was 1950. No,
1950. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
so then the release date for Snow White was 1938.
30, yeah. So that was the first one. Then. Yeah, that was the first one. Yeah, that's 1930. That was one of the first ones. Yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the first ones. Definitely. Again, it wasn't a bad movie per se, and I will definitely say that for not for nothing.
Way before
way before our times. But Mr. Walt Disney, he was also very smart, and they definitely, for the technology that they had, they really did a really good job.
They did. I agree.
They did a good job and stuff. And even the fact of writing, that's when people were making storyboards and like coloring and everything in, and they're having to. So they actually had a lot of work. Like versus now, I think that making a movie like Snow White now will be much easier in color. But they actually had a lot of work cut out for them because they had to do the storyboards and then color them in, and they had to put them in a certain order and then film them and do all the filming of the actors and monitor on the lips. And so, Mr. Disney, you did good. Mr. Walt,
yeah, because
you did a good job.
Yeah, because they had to do a lot of work for like cartoons in general back in the day. Like a lot of work. You had to do the artwork, like you mentioned, flipping papers and stuff. It was a lot. Like, and when I seen them making it behind the scenes, I'm like, yo, this is crazy. Like, that's a lot of work.
Well, Disney is so creative.
So he's okay. So it was released in 1937, and so it had the international earnings of $8 million during its initial release, and it had a $1.5 million budget. So at the time, it was briefly held the record of the highest gross-sounding film at the time, and then it was re-released in the 90s.
Nice. There you go, y'all. That is, the Vanna B facts.
That is the Vanna B facts of the night.
We might have more, but yeah. But next movie, which in my opinion, probably one of the wokest movies, especially after watching it today, like recently, Alice in Wonderland. How about Alice in Wonderland?
So
I know. Earlier in the night you said you got something to say.
Respectfully, I will say that you would enjoy that movie so much if you indulge in things in life, and that's all I will say about that. I will just say that if you indulge in other things, definitely watch that movie, because when you watch it regular, you're like, okay, yeah, it's cool, but watch it happier or like more, relaxed. It will definitely hit you differently. But I liked it. Like I was here for the caterpillar. I was here for the treasure cat. I was here for it all, especially again once you're a little happier.
In other words, you mean hi, but yeah.
If I say this to my mom, I don't want her to know that. Hello. Or just take a little edible or something. But I feel like there's certain movies in life, if you watch it sober, they're good movies.
Yeah.
But Alice in Wonderland, especially if you watch the remake with Johnny Depp, please smoke a blunt or eat something, because you're gonna be like, yo, what the fuck is happening?
Basically.
Alright, so Alice in Wonderland, like I mentioned earlier, it's probably one of the wokest movie I watch. It got so many. After I watched it recently, I watched it again recently. It got so many messages in that movie that I did not catch as a kid, but I definitely catch now. It was a lot. I was like, whoa.
Really?
So give us three or one on how you.
If I can remember, one the caterpillar, smoking a hookah. That everybody doing now.
Disney movies. I'm telling you,
before the time,
Disney movies they was definitely smoking weed or something when they was writing some of these movies.
Yeah,
this is I was doing it sober.
Yeah, of course.
That's it.
Of course, people get high. Of course, people get high off that movie. Taking drugs. Like they taking drugs. and you take something and you act weird. Like that's something in the movie as well. It was a lot of message in that movie, especially when I watched it now. She Louise, like.
But
crazy.
I'm telling you, watching the remake with Johnny Depp, like the first one was okay for me, like the original cartoon one. But once I watched it with Johnny Depp, I was like, yeah, I need to, because Johnny Depp is such an amazing act. Like he engulfs his characters, and I was like, I don't even smoke like that, but I feel like I need a blunt. Like, what is happening to me? Like, I need to smoke. What is going on?
Yeah, I never fully watched the Johnny Depp one like that. I might have to try to watch it. Also, shout out to my good friend. She know who she is. I'm not gonna say her name. She's a big Disney movie fan. She's a big Disney fan. Period. So shout out to her. She's a big Johnny Depp fan too. Shout out to you. No, the homie.
Kudos to her.
Yeah, but yeah. What about you, Roddy? What about you? How you feel about Alice in Wonderland?
Alice in Wonderland didn't really hit for me at all, man.
There you go. But this next movie, it kind of did hit for me though. This next movie, Peter Pan. How you feel about Peter Pan?
Oh,
so can I? I'm gonna go last. I'm gonna go last.
I know. Let me go first. Let me go first for this. So Peter Pan. I enjoy Peter Pan. It's a really funny movie. Me and my sister watch Peter Pan all the time, and the biggest highlight of the movie to us is Captain Hook, yo. Especially when the alligator tried to eat Captain Hook. Captain Hook, Speed! And you got his Captain little guy, Captain Hook, little henchman. Captain, and like, oh, that always cracked me up for that movie. That always cracked me. And Peter Pan is a good movie. I like Peter Pan, Wendy, the Lost Boys. Yeah, good cool movie. Tiger Lily. Yeah.
Wow.
Continue. What about y'all?
Peter Pan as a kid, bro. It was great as a guy, watching Peter Pan. You just always wanted to be him. You looked up to him and everything, and it was just a fantastic movie for me, And with Captain Hook as well, the fight and the excitement. It was a very good movie. I put it up in top tier for me.
Alright, Miss Vanna. Say what you gotta say, Miss Vanna. B.
Alright, y'all, don't hate me.
Oh boy. So
Peter Pan was cool and all. And I know it's not a Disney movie. Hold on, let me double check. But for me, for some odd reason, the movie Hook hit differently. Like, I guess that's the equivalent. Like, to me, for some odd reason, I love the movie Hook. Like, Peter Pan was cool. It was cute. I liked it. It was cool. But if Hook comes on right now, I'm watching it. So, I don't know. Like, again, like, even like when people are obsessed with, like, Tinkerbell, I still don't kind of get it. I get it, but I don't get it.
I don't get Tinkerbell like that.
Like it's cute or whatever. Like, all right. But I rock with Peter Pan. It's okay if someone's watching it. I'll sit there. However, if you put on Hook, and I know it's not a Disney movie, I just double checked it. But Hook for me, that was Steven Spielberg, of course. Yeah, that movie to me I will watch that before I watch Peter Pan.
You know what crazy? You mentioned Hook. Peter Pan had a lot of other like Peter Pan movies that would not involve with Disney. I think Peter Pan the cartoon the only, if I'm not mistaken, was the only one that was involved with Disney.
I think you know what I think they did. I think once they took Tinkerbell and made her mainstream, they started segueing her into different things.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what it was. I can also Google that. But
because not only had Hook, they had another Peter Pan movie.
Yeah, but
it was an old one, but I don't think that would not involve with Disney at all. And yeah, you're right. I think you're right about that. Actually, you're right about that. I think Peter Pan was the only cartoon from Disney that was everything that was not a Peter Pan project except for Tinkerbell.
But yeah, so yeah, I'm not that I don't hate Peter Pan, but if I had to watch Peter Pan versus Hook, I'm definitely going with Hook with Mr. Robin Williams for the win.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, it's been a long time. It's been a long time since I watched Hook, though. I'm not even gonna lie, it's been a long time since I watched Hook.
It's funny because I feel like Hook used to come on, or it still might come on What was the ABC Family? They're good for playing Hook. They're really good with playing Hook.
Because that when I watched it for a long time. I used to watch it on ABC when I was a kid.
Yeah, I definitely loved Hook.
Yeah. But next movie, which is one of my favorite movies from cartoon, which also got a subliminal lesson to this movie, Pinocchio. How y'all feel about Pinocchio?
Pinocchio always made me laugh for some odd reason. I don't know why. It was just one of those movies like Geppetto. Like they just yeah. I mean, again, is it one of my tops? No. Is it a bad movie? No. Would I watch it like every now and again? Yes. But Pinocchio was cute. It was good for what it was given.
All right, Roddy, what about you?
Vanna basically took everything I was about to say, man. Literally, I was gonna say that same thing. But yeah, Pinocchio wasn't hitting for me like that. You know, I like the lessons of it, of course. Every time he let his nose grow bigger and bigger and bigger, that was a good lesson. And he wanted to be a boy and stuff. That's basically what I got from it.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, Pinocchio was my favorite movie as a kid. It was to the point that I used to watch Pinocchio so many times. My mother taped over it by mistake. I was upset when she did that. And also then the tape broke. So I was like, dang. So yeah, Pinocchio was my favorite movie as a kid. I liked the message from it. It was really good. I haven't watched it in a very long time though, but it was a good movie. Pinocchio is another movie just like Peter Pan that had many other movies that was not involved with Disney. Like I remember one time they had a movie called Pinocchio Revenge. It was a scary movie of Pinocchio, where Pinocchio was going around killing people. It was funny. It was funny.
Oh no, you can keep that. Oh no.
It was funny. It was like a bullet. It was like a bullet Chucky, but
no, thank you. You can keep that. Nope. Hell no. That's nope. Nope. Good. No.
But yeah, but like I said, I enjoyed Pinocchio though. But yeah, you know, shout out to the homie Jimmy Cricket. Yeah. Next movie, which to me was probably one of Disney's most underrated movies. I think when I first seen this movie, it was very underrated. Mulan. How y'all feel about Mulan?
Oh, this movie is very sentimental to me. I definitely enjoyed Mulan. I feel like everything is sentimental. My best friend that passed away, that was actually like, so Mulan was a badass. Like she didn't care. She did what had to get done, and that was her vibe. And my best friend, she always had like, you know, she say what she has to say, and that's that. And it's funny because her name starts with an M, and so that was our inside joke. I would call her Mulan, she would call me by another name also. And so Mulan to me, again, dope in the fact that Disney recognized the fact that all cultures need to be displayed and shown and things of that nature. So I love the aspect of Mulan. I love the story. Mulan it's definitely a good movie. I will watch it. I loved it. It was good. It's sentimental to me, but I will still watch it today. The live action one, so I will say I'm a bad person. I haven't watched it, and I got a lot of mixed like reviews about it. So I'm I just haven't had the time per se to really sit and watch it because again, you know, I just haven't. But I want to watch the live action version, but the original cartoon one will always sit for me.
Nice. What about you, Roddy?
So which one? For Mulan?
Yeah, Mulan, yeah.
Mulan was cool. It was a dope movie as a kid. With the whole culture, with the Asian culture and stuff. That's really what drew me in and kept me interested in the movie and watched to the end. And no, it was different for me at that time. So watching the movie, no, it had a sort of excitement that it wasn't something that I was usually into at that time, you know? Like not something I would usually sit and watch. So that's how I feel about Mulan.
Alright, for me, Mulan, I enjoyed Mulan. I remember when it first came out, I watched Mulan 3 times in the movie show. That's how much I enjoyed that movie. Mulan, I don't know, it was different from every Disney movie that came out. And,
Thank you.
Being like a strong woman, I guess that was the case. Being a strong woman who wanted to fight for something, but she couldn't fight because she was a woman, so she had to come and be a man in the army to prove a point. I liked that concert. I felt like it was a good concert, and I enjoyed that. And I guess that's probably the reason why I enjoyed that movie. Also, shout out to Eddie Murphy.
Yes.
From doing the voice for Mushu. He did an amazing job doing that role. I think that's another reason why that drew me into that movie as well. I enjoyed Mulan.
Right.
Alright, next movies. We're gonna talk about, Who Got a Friend in Me? Toy Story. How y'all feel about Toy Story?
Yo, Andy went to college, y'all, and that broke my heart. I knew I was getting old. He went to college.
Facts.
But definitely, I want to say that was one of the movies. Like, Disney movies always make you so all happy inside. I think that was one of the first Disney movies besides The Lion King that he's my cousin, but we were raised like brother and sister. We actually watched together. Like, and so, like, that's kind of the movie that bonds us. Like, Lion King bonds us and Toy Story. But Toy Story was dope. Like, I think that, shout out to Disney with, I'm not forgetting their names. This is horrible. Tim Allen and
Tom Hanks.
Yes, and again, this is when Disney just knew who to put in certain positions to make these movies work. So yeah, I love Toy Story. I love, again, if you guys can ever go to Disney World, I want to say, like, because there's a whole like Toy Story land. It's so dope. But I love that movie. It just makes me like happy inside, like, oh, But even the battle of Woody being like the first BFF, and then here come Buzz around here, like, oh, I'm the new BFF, like, what's up, son? You can see in the evolution of their friendship, like, nah, and honestly, two of my best friends, that's how our relationship started. Like, they came around, I was like, who the fuck is you? And then at the end of the day, they ended up being like BFFs, and that's how me and them are. So I'm here for Toy Story. I didn't watch all the spin. I did watch all the movies. I know that they were like kind of like TV shows in between or things they were trying to do. But I love Toy Story, and that's like me and my brother. That's one of our bonding movies. So shout out to him.
For me, Toy Story, I enjoy Toy Story. I was after my Mickey Mouse doll died. I had a Woody doll. I had a Woody doll for like a while, too old to play with it. And I've always been a fan of Toy Story. As a kid, I always thought like I was hoping toys could talk. It never happened.
You know what? And that was the one thing I was kind of like, I used to do. Like, I used to like put my dolls down a certain way just to see if I came back if they were different.
Facts, yo.
Disney, you lied. You fucking lied.
Oh, wow. But Toy Story was one of my favorite movies. I watched every Toy Story. I'm not going to mention the fourth one. I'm not sure everybody's seen the fourth one. All of them was sad in their own way. And just like Miss Vanna said about Andy going to college, yeah, I agree. Like, that moment was sad. It should have ended from there, but yeah, but fourth one is kind of sad as well. So.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, I watched Toy Story. I watched all the Toy Stories, and it's so amazing to see all the toys come to life. It was so amazing to see everybody had their own personality. My favorite character was Buzz Lightyear. So even when they had the ABC family the show on one Saturday morning, I used to get up and watch it for that time. It showed the value of friendship and getting along with people. It showed a lot of lessons. I also liked the dinosaur. And
it was Rex, yeah.
Rex, yeah.
Rex, yeah.
Potato Head! How do
Mr. Potato Head too, yo.
The homie.
Yeah, like
all of them had talented characters, man.
all the characters that they did was brought something and it brought entertainment. So like anytime it comes on, I'll just sit and watch it because it's entertaining. So I say,
I'm not the only one that wanted to really go to Pizza Planet. I think they actually have a Pizza Planet in Florida.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
I'm telling you, next year we're doing a trip and we're going to Pizza. Like we're gonna be lit, but I think it's like certain. And sorry to segue. I think certain movies have certain places that you be like, yeah, I want to go there in real life. I don't care if it's not real. You could make it work. Like I wanted to go to Pizza Planet. Like I wanted to go there. I wanted to get the little aliens out. I wanted to do all the things.
Yeah, I definitely want to too. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. I definitely want to. I definitely want. I hope it is a real Pizza Planet. I do want to go there too. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, next movie, which is an instant movie. I think everybody enjoyed this movie as a kid. The Goofy movie. How you feel about a Goofy movie?
Oh my god, yes, I'm so here for that. I love Goofy movie. Like that was like that's like a precious time in our childhood. Like Goofy movie was the shit. Like I remember like Goofy movie, yes, and yes again. Across the board.
Yeah, well, first thing first, shout out to Tevin Campbell, yo. The Power Line. Shout out to Tevin Campbell.
It's so funny. I'm literally over here Googling and looking at things and I was like, oh shit, that was definitely Tevin Campbell.
Yeah, Tevin Campbell.
That definitely for the culture. Hello, yes.
and I enjoyed Goofy movie, it was for the culture. That's what I'm gonna say. I really enjoyed it. It was definitely for the culture.
Yeah, I think it was one of those. Everybody knew that Goofy was black and low. I think we all knew.
Yeah. But I will say this before. Goofy movie was a spin-off to the TV show Goof Troops. So this little fun fact, so people know the fact. All right, what about you, Roddy?
I love the Goofy movie. I loved everything Goofy, like his character and his family and his storyline was just great. And even when he appears in Mickey Mouse stuff, I enjoy his dialogue and his time with him and what was the neighbor name? Or the nemesis? Pete? Yeah. Yeah, him and his rival Pete whenever they have storylines too. So yeah, that's how I feel about Goofy.
Yeah, it was a dope movie, man. And Goofy movie also had a sequel when Max and them went to college, and that was cool too. I mean, it didn't hit as much as the Goofy movie, the original one was, but the sequel was cool too. It was cool too. All right, next movie we got Pocahontas. How you feel about Pocahontas?
I loved her. I'm sorry, I thought I was off mute. Pocahontas, I'm all here for Disney princesses. Again, shout out to Disney, saluting women of color. And I just love the story. I love the fact that they incorporated a lot of the culture into the story. And it was one of those movies that visually was beautiful to watch. Like all the colors and like it was just a really nice movie to watch. So I definitely love that. I'll watch it. Can you paint with all the colors of the wind? I will definitely paint of the wind, Pocahontas. I loved it. I think they had like one spin-off movie that I don't think I watched, but I just love the aspect of the visuals of the movie and how colorful it was and how, for the most part, Disney was very respectful for what I know. I could be wrong, so let me know if I'm wrong in the comments. How respectful they were for the Indian culture and things like that. But I loved it. I loved the songs. I loved the little raccoon pet she had. John Smith was a little cute. Again, a father. And Disney, we got to talk about this. That's a whole other topic. Like Disney was really big on fathers and daughters and that single parent thing. And I love that for them. So I love Pocahontas. I can definitely watch this. Can you paint with all the colors of the wind?
Fact. What about you, Roddy?
I ain't really getting into Pocahontas. I think this was one I skipped.
Alright. I did so Pocahontas. It was a good movie. And to answer your question, Miss Vanna. Woo, guys call you Miss Vanna. They did have a sequel to the original movie. I'm not gonna tell you what happened in it because some parts were kind of sad. But yeah, it was a Pocahontas was a cool movie. Next we got Finding Nemo. How y'all seen Finding Nemo?
Just keep swimming. Just keep swimming. So that's around is that around the merge for Pixar and Disney? I think that is.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's because right. That's definitely the merge. So Finding Nemo, when everyone was talking about it, to be honest, I didn't watch it right then and there because everyone was talking about it. I watched it afterwards, and I did enjoy it. I definitely did enjoy Finding Nemo. It was cute. I liked it. Yeah, it was cute. Like would I say right now, like, oh, I'm watching Finding Nemo? No, but if it was on TV, would I probably put my TV to it and might just let it sit there? Yes, but it was a cute movie. It's not a bad movie. It was cute.
Just like you, I watched Finding Nemo a little bit later, and it wasn't a bad movie. I enjoyed it too. I guess I didn't watch it when it first came out because everybody keeps talking about it. By that time, I was a little older. I was probably probably 18. So I was like, this kid movie, I ain't gonna watch it. So I remember one day I was bored at home, Finding Nemo was on TV. I'm like, well, why not really watch it? And I watched it, I'm like, yo, this is a really good movie, yo. It kind of made me like relive my childhood a little bit more now to go back to watch like this old Disney movies or Disney movie that was out around that time, and I started watching it. So the Finding Nemo was one of them, and I enjoyed it. It wasn't a bad movie. I enjoyed it.
Well, Finding Nemo didn't hit for me the same like y'all so. I kind of had the first instinct that you had, Ken, with the because at the same time I was older too, so I was weaning myself out of the child movie eras, you know?
Yeah.
So same here. I just passed up on it and then randomly stumbled back on it by accident and then realized, oh, this is alright. And then even caught the sequel, Finding Dory.
Alright, yeah. Same here, yeah. Finding Dory as well. Shout out to Ellen. She killed that. I can't remember everybody else who was the voice for the role. I didn't remember Ellen. Shout out to Ellen. So next movie, this I guess you could say this is the first princess. I mean, we already spoke about this. You know, this is not the first princess, and this wasn't the first princess. But in Disney, this is the first black princess. Princess and the Frog. How do you feel about Princess and the Frog?
I'll pass on this one.
Alright, what about you, Vanna?
So I will say the following: when I chose to watch it, I chose it at a very interesting time in my life. I love the story of Tiana and her. It was at a very interesting time in my life. So I love the idea of like the bond and how she like her and her dad bonded and things of that nature. However, I also love and again, it's probably not perfect, so please don't come at me for the comments. Mm-hmm. But I love the idea of how they were able to somewhat, in a way, not saying it was accurate, but showcase the culture of New Orleans. Mm-hmm. I love the aspect of the fact that they were kind of able to put a glimpse on it for you to kind of see certain things, and then certain things, if you have questions, you can go Google and do things of that nature. But I did love that aspect of that movie. I loved, and honestly, I don't know the names besides Tiana. I don't know anyone else's name because I kind of saw it on a whim. But I did like the movie. It was cute for me. I was okay with that movie. I was good with that after I watched it. But yeah, Love the message behind it. I love the aspect of now, promoting the black princesses or women of color princesses, even though we had multiple before her. But it was a good movie, and again, just showcasing New Orleans and stuff. In that aspect, but then also there's more to New Orleans that what we saw in the movie as well. So it kind of makes you want like, all right, well, you still kind of saw things about New Orleans, but then it makes you want to actually go there and really learn about the culture and learn about Creole people and that whole cultural thing. Excuse me, was definitely big and dope for me.
I watched it. I enjoyed it. You pretty much said everything. You said everything about the culture about it and New Orleans and stuff like that. I wish they showed them more. That probably was my only issue. Instead of them being afraid for most of the movie, but I wish they showed them more. That was my only issue. But other than that, I enjoyed the movie. Other than that, and the last movie, I'm not sure everybody's seen this. I've seen this. I will explain my reason for watching the movie. Frozen. I put my Frozen.
If it wasn't for certain people in my life doing Frozen, no, Frozen was one of those things that it was like a culture thing. I think that everyone was like on it, and all the little girls loved it. I want to say my goddaughter loved it too, but it was just like I didn't get it. But then I watched it. It's a cute movie. It is cute. It definitely the first second got me like, oh, teary-eyed. Oh, this is cute. Mm-hmm. But is it one of those like, oh my god, let me go home and watch Frozen? No. I definitely, but for some odd reason, it was just it's still shit. It's still a shit. So it is what it is, But definitely not one of my top 20. Yeah, I'm going mute.
Follow it in.
Let's see. Frozen. I remember one time it was a random Saturday night. I didn't feel like going to Taj because I was promoting at the time. I like, you know what? I'm gonna stay home. And then randomly, Frozen came on TV, and I was like, you know what? I got nothing better than on TV. They just watch it, and I took the time and watched it. And this was actually not that bad. It was a cool movie for the what for a new generation type of Disney movie, I should say. It was good for what it was, and I guess I enjoyed it. I mean. Guess I kind of feel weird of saying that, a guy who kind of was already grown out around this time. I was already adult watching this movie. Said he enjoyed Frozen is kind of weird. No, don't judge me, y'all. What about you, Roddy?
I didn't catch it, but because of the song and the talking about the movie a bunch of times by other people, I just saw peaks and clips of it, but I never sat and watched the whole movie. I can admit that. It just wasn't my cup of tea. But I can appreciate what Frozen did to the new generation, and it definitely was a big hit seller when it premiered during the last 2 years. It's probably
it did.
It was a big hit, so it was one of them things that was unescapable, you couldn't escape it. They had heavy promotion.
Why are these kids singing this shit? Oh my god, I'm about to what the fuck?
Yeah, for real. Yeah, that song was really big. When I was working at Indian Code and they played that song like literally every holiday, I was like, come on. Like, the song was annoying after a while.
This may not be for me, but this is one for the books for this generation. I could just say that. And
yeah.
That's what I gotta say about it, bro.
I remember my goddaughters, all three of my goddaughters, they enjoyed this movie. So I can't knock it. They enjoyed this movie. Alright, next we're gonna change our section a little bit. We're gonna go into the live action. I kind of switched up the list a little bit because due to time. But yeah, so we're gonna talk about live action a little bit. Then we're gonna go to the segment game. So let's start with this live action, probably one of Disney's biggest budget movie ever. Who Framed Roger Rabbit? How you feel about Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
That is my shit. Hello, that is my joy. I want to say it is still on Disney Plus, and it's one of those movies that, first of all, Jessica Rabbit. Hello, that was the first time I was like, am I mad about a girl in a cartoon with a bang it? Like, can I have that body now? Thank you. But I think that movie is just one of those, like, if you're having a bad day as an adult and you just want to laugh at stupid shit, and especially if you like to indulge in adult things, put that on and just sit there and watch it and just forget for about an hour and 30 minutes about what's going on in your life. I love that movie. Like, it's one of those, like, you know what? Let's go on this little ride. And Roger is so fucking kooky and quirky. You're like, oh, what is wrong with him? But I love him. You be like, bro, what are you doing? But all right, let's go. I'm here for it.
For me, I'm upset that I did not have this on my favorite movie of all time list, because it's definitely one of my favorite Disney movies. I'm mad I forgot to put this on my list. I'm upset. I gotta change my list up now, because this is definitely one of my favorite movies of all time for Disney. One thing I love about this movie, of course, Roger and of course, I love the crossovers. Come on, Disney, Mickey Mouse and Bugs Bunny in the same movie? What? Like, how is that possible? Like I mentioned earlier in the episode, biggest budget Disney movie ever, which is why they never have a sequel to this big budget movie, you know.
But I feel like that was one of their first live action movies, right? I think it is. I want to say. Yeah, I believe. Oh no! Well, after I'm looking at the list, it's really not. But I feel like it was though.
I don't think what they first live action, but I think as in cartoon and between cartoon and live action, yeah, I think that was the first when they did that.
Hold on, you know I'm a Google.
but it was one of the biggest budgets, man, and I enjoyed it. I come out that movie to the day. And to answer the question, yes, it is on Disney Plus still. It's a big movie, man. It's a big movie.
It made $329.8 million in the box office.
Jeez Louise, that's a big deal. Especially around that time.
The budget was only $50.6 million.
What?
Yeah, that's big. That's a lot of money, son.
But however, y'all know who? Well, that man with the crazy eyes used to give me nightmares, and I don't do well with crazy things. I ain't like him, but
I forgot who that was in real life. I forgot who that was.
Hold on, his name is. Hold on, it just popped up. Hold on, give me 2 seconds. Is it Christopher? Hold on, no, it's Christopher Lloyd. That's
Christopher Lloyd, right? From, right. That's Back in the Future.
Thank you. Yes. Yes.
Oh wow.
There you go. I knew it was somebody familiar. I can't remember the person's name, but I know it's somebody familiar. Somebody big too. Yeah, my guy Christopher Lloyd. What about you, Roddy? How you feel about Who Framed Roger Rabbit, man?
I liked Who Framed Roger Rabbit. It was a good one. Whenever it come on, I'll just sit there and watch it. You know, it was very good. It was very funny because just like Vanna said, like Roger would do some stupid things and it'll just be getting up and going. Yeah, so yeah, this is a good one. I can say that.
It was a dope movie. I do enjoy that movie to this day. Alright, next movie we got is I believe this was one of the first one as well. Mary Poppins.
I like Mary. Aubrey. Oh shit. I'm gonna say her name wrong, but Mary Poppins is a cute movie. I think it's one of those movies that you can try to do over, but it's not gonna be the same. So I don't mind watching Mary Poppins. I don't mind watching it.
Funny thing you mentioned that they actually did it over. They had a sequel. I'm not sure if the sequel is a reboot called Mary Poppins Return. I didn't watch it, but
Julie Andrews. Yes, there we go.
Yeah. But in terms of Mary Poppins, I mean, as a kid, I enjoyed that movie. As a kid, I haven't watched it as an adult yet. It's been a long time. From what I remember, I think that was also like we mentioned, like Roger Rabbit was also like the cartoon and the mixed with the reality thing was in that as well. If I'm not mistaken.
Because Mary Poppins came out. Give me 1 second, y'all know I'm hearing my Google facts. Because there's another movie I was gonna mention because I feel like it kind of falls under that realm. So Mary Poppins was released in 1964.
Yeah. And what about you, Roddy?
It's cute.
Which movie we discussed?
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
Yeah.
It was a cool movie. It wasn't my all-time favorite, being that I was a guy watching at the time. It was okay.
Alright, well that's all we gotta say about Mary Poppins. Next movie we got 101 Dalmatians.
Oh my god, I love that movie.
Live action, y'all. Live action.
Shout out to Glenn Close, right? That's the one we're talking about?
Definitely.
You know, I feel like that was one of those movies. I love that movie. I can watch it right now and I love it. But really, I could watch it right now and I still love it. I feel like, first of all, Disney and their fashions, again, going back to the live action of Cinderella and things. But when I tell you the first time I saw Cruella de Vil in that outfit, I was like, God, what is happening? I haven't watched a new Cruella movie, but I definitely love the aspect of 101 the Dalmatians, excuse me, y'all. And like, you know, they want to have a family and they have these dogs and they fell in love. It was like a cutesy movie. It's like, I might put that on would I put it on if I had a babe? I don't know, but it's a cute movie. It's like one I was like, oh, let's just cuddle up and watch it and drink hot cocoa, maybe. But it's a cute movie. But again, it was Cruella and her fashions for me all over, because wardrobe was definitely on that for that movie.
Take notes. I gotta take notes on that. 101 Dalmatians. Yeah, it was a cool movie. Glenn Close, the legend, man. She's the only reason why I enjoyed this movie, to be honest with you. I haven't watched it in a while. I enjoyed 101 Dalmatians. Also, they had a sequel to 102 Dalmatians too, live action as well, and that was a cool movie as well. What about you, Roddy?
101 Dalmatians was good. It was a cool movie, like y'all saying. Glenn Close did her thing. It's kind of cool how she how she disrespected the dogs a little bit, but overall I enjoyed it.
Alright, nice. Alright, I'm not sure any of y'all seen it, because this is the classic. This is the old movie. Have you ever watched a movie called Polly?
I have seen clips of it. I have never watched it, so no.
What about you, Roddy?
No.
Alright, so you know what? I'm about to give y'all a little history lesson right now about this movie, Polly. Alright, so Polly is about, a girl who moved down south. She went to live with her rich aunt. The character was played by, Rudy Constable, Keisha on Penton Knight. She just got married recently. Also Polly herself played by the legendary, where she Felicia Rashad. I hope I didn't get her name wrong, because she's a legend. Felicia Rashad, but there you go. Debbie Allen, her sister, was also in the movie. Also did the choreography in the movie. And y'all gotta watch that movie. And one thing I'm upset, because this movie is not on Disney Plus yet. They should have been added on Disney Plus.
I kind of feel like my black card has not been revoked, because I'm like, I've never watched Polly.
Here's the thing. I mean, it came on channel. It came on ABC back in the night. The movie came out in like 1989, and then had a sequel in the 1990. It was originally broadcast on NBC on November 12th.
I was only born in 87, so
I was too. But different for me. I had the tape, so I had a cassette tape, so that's why I watched it.
I asked her why I never watched this.
You gotta watch
The Wiz, though. Hello.
Of course. They ain't Disney related though, but of course. Y'all got for real, bro. One, Disney Plus. Y'all gotta add this on Disney Plus, because this is the one movie that y'all need to add on Disney Plus. Now a lot of people know about this movie. I think y'all need to watch. People need to watch it. Y'all got the original one with Polly Ann, the white version of Polly Ann on Disney Plus. Why y'all can't add this version on Disney Plus? I'm just saying. So yeah, I'm not sure there was a reboot, but y'all just saying though. Next, we got this movie called Kazam. Have y'all watched Kazam?
Is that the shit with Shaq?
Yes, it is Shaq. Yes, Shaquille O'Neal.
Yeah, I watched that one time in my life. I ain't gonna hold y'all. And I feel like I just had, so shout out to my people in Baltimore. I feel like recently, like about a couple weeks ago, we was talking about Disney movies. And someone brought up Kazam, and I was like, the fuck? But I think I only watched it like once in my life. And I think I watched it like on the Disney Channel with commercials. So, yeah. So yeah.
Oh man, what about you, Roddy?
I know that during the time Shaq was kind of a big deal, so he drew that star power for the movie. But overall, the movie was like, I could do without it.
Yeah, Shaq was big around that time. Of course, he was a basketball player. He also was a rapper around that time. And also, I think that was his first movie role. I believe that was his first movie role. For me as a kid, Kazan was a good movie as a kid. Yeah, and, I watched it a lot, and it was funny. So yeah. And the last movie we're gonna discuss about for this live action section is Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. How y'all see Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
Yes, and Honey, I Blew Up the Kids. That's shout out to Rick Moranis, right? Moranis.
Yeah, Rick Moranis. Yeah, Rick Moranis. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely watched that. Definitely enjoyed it. It's one of those just like movies. Like if you're feeling nostalgic, like just pop in and watch it. I think again, I feel like a lot of these movies that we're talking about, and I feel like to be a plug is on Disney Plus, and I feel like that's the movies that are there. But yeah, I liked it. It was cute. It was funny. You know, it was definitely funny.
How that felt the kid? Yeah, I enjoyed it. I had it as a kid as well. Grew up watching it. I watched all three versions of it. Honey, Felt the Kids, Honey, We Blow Up the Kids, and Honey, We Blow Ourselves, which was the VH1 version of it. Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was funny. Rick Moranis was.
Yo, I didn't catch the last one. VH1.
Honey, We Blow Up. Well, We Shrunk Ourselves. Yeah, that was the last one.
We shrunk ourselves.
Yeah, the parents got shrunk.
The parents got shrunk. I think I caught that one. I thought you meant like, We Blew Up the Kids was the second one, right? Yeah,
Blow Up the Kid was the second one. Yeah, Blow Up Kid was the second one. Yeah, it was 3. Yeah, I mean, it was cool. It was cool for what it was. What about you, Roddy? How you feel about that?
Yo, this is a great trilogy. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Honey, I Blew the Kids. Honey, We Blew Up Ourselves. It was great. You know, I like this type of stuff because. You know, they small and you can't be heard, and they gotta get the machine to reverse and stuff. I'm a science type of person, so this was very up my alley, basically. Okay, nice. So yes, I give this one a thumbs up for sure. This was definitely a go-to for me.
I just did like when they did Honey, I Blew Up the Kid at the sorry y'all, the end where the baby started crying. He was like, no. I think he had the guitar in his hand and they started shooting it. That always, like, I was so upset. I was like, why y'all shooting at the baby? Stop! That part always messed me up.
That made me sad as a kid too. That made me sad as a kid when I watched it.
He was like, no, and I'm like, oh my god, what is happening?
I know, right? I'm like, dang, I messed up.
Hopefully, we're not going to skip over Cool Runnings, though. We're not going to do that. Respectfully.
Oh, okay.
Respectfully, we cannot go through it. And I see what I understand. However, respectfully.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
I we can talk about Cool Running. This is my Cool Running. My bad.
Santa.
My bad. I was gonna add to the segment gameplay, but you know what? That's cool. That keep it.
We can't. That I'm sorry. I know you can't. Cool Runnings, like Food and Rhythm, Food and Rhyme. It's bomb sets. Like hello, like. Yeah, you know, I understand. Like now, in retrospect, it's like, damn, you know, not all West Indians sound like that. I understand that respectfully, but Cool Runnings gets an honorable mention. It definitely does. It has to get an honorable mention. You got to do that.
So let's talk about how you feel about it.
Cool Runnings was a good movie. It was very fun, and we had like an all black cast, and it was a very fun movie to watch. I enjoyed it. I'm not gonna lie.
No. I enjoy Cool Running as well. I remember I watching Cool Running when my aunt had the VHS tape, and I enjoyed it. My guy Malik Yoder was in that movie. I'm trying to think who else. I can't remember who else was the cast of that movie. Hold on, Miss Vanna B. Facts, do your thing. I need you right now.
1 second, please. You should all know this. I'm like over here, like, yes, Cool Runnings.
Yeah, Vanna B. Facts. I need my Vanna B. Facts right now.
All right, so Cool Runnings. All right, here we go, y'all.
Yeah, like name the cat.
So, oh yes, how can we forget Mr. Can we tag Mr. Leon? Yes, God.
Oh, my guy, Leon. There you go.
What a king. Listen, we're gonna tag him in this. What a king, Mr. Leon.
There you go, Leon. There you go.
Love him. So we have Mr. Leon Robinson. We have Dougie Doug, Rael D. Lewis, as you said, Malik Yoba, and Raymond J. Barry and John Condy.
There you go. I don't like Cool Running was a dope. Cool Running was a dope movie though.
That movie made $154.9 million, and it came out October 1st, 1993. Is when it came out.
Yeah, because I remember watching it at my aunt's house. She was a big fan of that movie. So I remember, and I didn't have cable. She had the tape, and she had Disney Channel. So I didn't have cable at the time. So I used to watch it at her house. It was cool, and I enjoyed that movie.
Yeah, I love Cool Runnings. I could definitely watch that anytime.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Leon, legend Leon, that guy, he killing a lot.
Make sure y'all tag. Listen, y'all just tag Jason Weaver. We're tagging Leon. We're tagging all the people there because what a king! What a king!
Tag Randy. Tag Randy. Yeah. You got shout out to all of them.
But no, but definitely a great movie. I love that movie. Yes.
All right, and last one we're gonna discuss before we go to the second game. Remember the Titans. How y'all watch Remember the Titans?
I watched it. It was an okay movie. Basically a football-based movie, right?
Yeah. A football-based movie. Yeah.
It was fun with singing and all that stuff. Yeah. Remember the Titans was a good one.
Alright, what about you? What about you, Bobby? What about you?
I feel like all the older black women in America are gonna just come for me because I have not watched that movie. I have not watched it. I haven't. Mommy, aunties, or other people that I'm sorry, I have not watched it. I have heard it's a good movie and I will watch it eventually. It just, when it came out, I just didn't really find the cause to watch it, but I will watch it. That's on my to-do list for 2022.
Alright, so you know what, Ms. Vanna B, I'm gonna need you to do one thing. After this episode, I'm gonna need you to go on to Disney Plus. I need you to type in Remember the Titans. I'm gonna need you to watch that movie because that is an amazing movie. That is one of my favorite movies that came. That also,
it's funny because I feel like in school maybe like they were showing it and I kind of walked in and walked out. I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't watch it. So I have heard it's a really great movie. It has Ryan Gosling.
You got Denzel Washington in there. You got
that's why I apologize for my aunties and my mother of the world because that was in the movie. I haven't watched it. Yeah. But Will Harris, another
my guy, Will Harris is actually
amazing actor. Like I love him for real. Okay, so I will definitely
as well.
I'm gonna put and then Donald Faison. Okay, so I will definitely
Donald Faison. It's a young Will Harris, young Donald Faison. It's when they were younger. Yeah, but I'll go ahead. But I enjoyed the movie. This was Denzel in his prime as well. Denzel in his prime in this movie, like.
You can't say that because I feel like Denzel is always in his prime with things like that. I feel like Denzel's one of those people that you can't.
I know it's hard. I know.
Outdate him yet? Like
I can't.
He's just amazing at what he does. But I definitely get what you're saying.
I apologize to the legend Denzel. Yeah, he's not out of your prime yet. You still in your prime. I apologize to the legend. I'm sorry, Denzel. I'm sorry, Mr. Denzel.
And shout out to his son. I see you. Tag him.
and randomly, shout out to John Robinson. Shout out to John Washington as well, the homie John Washington. All right, now let's get into the segment game now. And how we're gonna do the segment game is I'm gonna ask y'all. I'm gonna list. I got many movies listed, and I'm gonna ask y'all: have y'all watched it? Have you haven't watched it, or do y'all want to watch it? Also, I'm also gonna ask if y'all have any facts about the movie that I mentioned. Like say for example, like Lion King, we had little facts about the movie. Y'all have facts about any movie that we asked before we move on. Y'all can say it here. Are both of y'all ready?
Let's do this.
Hey, Vanna, you ready?
Let's go.
Also, just in case you need the Miss Vanna B facts, she will definitely provide some Vanna B facts to it. Let's see if you add
It's a lot of pressure y'all got on me right now.
Alright, so we're gonna start off with I believe Vanna.
You know what's so funny? I'm sorry, because I know we have a segment, but you know what's funny? The one movie, the live movie that we actually forgot, and I feel like because we're in the spirit of Halloween, we didn't have to talk about Hocus Pocus, but we're gonna talk about that later.
Well, when we get to that, we're gonna get to that.
Okay. I'm gonna go back on mute.
I got my list of movies. We will get to that.
Okay.
So Roddy mentioned this movie. I believe clearly Roddy already seen this movie because Roddy mentioned it in his favorite movie, The Brave Little Toaster. Have y'all watched? Have y'all haven't watched?
I feel like I watched it and I was forced to by my little cousin brother. So yeah, I was like,
clearly Roddy don't need to answer this because Roddy already mentioned that he watched this movie. But if you have a little, do you have a little fact about this movie that you like about it, Roddy? That you want to say?
Not really. I don't got nothing.
Alright, and yes, I have watched this movie. I have watched this movie as a kid. I had to.
So it's called The Bravest Little Toaster.
Yeah, Bravest Little Toaster. Yeah. They had two movies of it. They had an original one and they had a sequel of this. I don't think I ever watched the sequel for this though, but I do remember the original one though. Alright, next one we got this movie called The Great Mouth Detective. Have y'all watched it or have y'all haven't watched?
Nope.
Hey, what about you, Roddy?
Which one?
The Great Mouth Detective.
No.
Nope. Alright, dang, am I the only one that watched this movie? I watched it. I guess I did. I watched it. Alright, what about Hercules?
Of course.
Yes.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, I did. One thing I like about Hercules is the singers in that movie. I gotta say that.
They could blow. Mm-hmm.
They could blow. Yeah, they could blow. Alright, what about Hunchback for Notre Dame?
Yes.
Yeah, me too. That movie made me sad. That movie made me sad. What about the cartoon movie of 101 Dalmatians?
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen it in clips, but I've never sat and watched it straight through. But I have with the live version.
I watched it, but it wasn't my favorite. This next movie, man, The Legend of Tarzan.
Yes.
Two. All I gotta say, shout out to Phil Collins. That's all I gotta say. That's enough said to the legend Phil Collins for that soundtrack. Man. That soundtrack was amazing.
I gotta check that out.
Yeah, that soundtrack was amazing. He made the soundtrack for Tarzan. Amazing. Alright, what about okay, this is a two-part question. Jungle Book. One, I'm asking you, have you seen the cartoon movie? Have you seen the live action one? It's a two-part one.
Seen both.
The cartoon, yes. Live action, I watched it in pieces. But I have a what movie just came out with The Rock and a movie and something with a boat? Because they took another Disney movie that's actual a ride in Disney World and he's is that the same one?
No, something completely different. Nah, that was called Jungle Cruise.
Okay, so then continue then. So I was like, wait, hold on. Okay.
That's good.
I had to make sure. I was like, wait a minute, hold on.
I mean, it's Disney related, but but that's
yeah. But no, I just want to make sure it wasn't the same movie. Okay, yeah.
no,
But yeah, the cartoon I've seen, the live one I saw it in pieces, but it wasn't a bad movie, so it was cool.
I seen the cartoon one. I never see the live action one. I believe the live action one was called Mugly. I believe it was like
Mugly. Yeah.
Yeah. And Roddy, you say you saw both, right?
Yep.
Okay, got it. Alright, next we got this cartoon character who was in Nickelodeon, but they brought him to Disney, but then gave him a movie. Doug's first movie. How y'all watch it or y'all haven't watched it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I did. I definitely watch it. Alright, we got an old school cartoon called not Jungle, I'm bugging. Robin Hood. How y'all watch it or y'all haven't watched it?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too. I watched it too. Now this is we're gonna dive a little down with Piscar. We're gonna dive a little Piscar real quick.
Pixar.
Pixar, y'all. Pixar.
Thank you. I said it wrong. You know.
In case we get investors, you get Pixar.
Thank you. Alright, so thank you for that. Next we're gonna talk about Monster Inc. Have y'all watched? Have y'all haven't watched?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I did too. Alright, what about The Incredibles?
Yes.
Nah, I didn't watch that one.
I did.
I watched the first one, but I never watched the second one though. Alright, what about A Bug Life?
Oh yes.
Oh my God, yes. That and Ants. Yes. Hello. Yes.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I've seen both of them. Yeah, but Ants for the Disney though. But I've seen both of them. Yeah, I've seen both. I believe that was the second one. That was the second movie after Toy Story. That was the second one after Toy Story. I believe. Next is Cars.
Yes.
Yes.
I never watched Cars. Shockingly, I never watched Cars.
What?
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't never. Like I said, it was around the time that I was older. But only thing I didn't never got back to it and watched it though. That's the one thing that I never got a chance to watch it though. What about Up?
Yes. And yes.
Up was such a great movie, and
it was really a great movie. Mm-hmm.
Yo, that movie was so sad, man. That movie.
It was sad too.
It was sad.
It was sad, but it was really good. It was an amazing movie.
Definitely an amazing movie.
Yes,
I was like, wow. They did a thing with that one. I'm not even gonna hold it. I guess we could. I'm not sure this would Piscar as well, but Ratatouille.
Oh my God! And I hate mice, but this movie for all of an hour, however minutes, I loved it for that long, and then after a while, I was like, "Ew, you still a mouse." I live in New York. I'm sorry, y'all. We live in New York. You still a mice.
I ain't scared of mice though. But I never seen this movie though. But I'm not scared of mice though. What about you, Roddy?
I've seen it, but it wasn't my favorite.
Next we got. This is another 2-part question. Pete Dragon. We got the original one, and then we got the live action one. Well, not the reboot because both of them were live action. Reboot.
I'm gonna go on mute.
Well, I guess that's our answer. What about you, Roddy?
Nah.
I just saw the original one. I never saw the reboot one. But that was funny, though. That's funny, Vanna. Next thing, we got this movie called The Fox and the Hound. How y'all watch The Fox and the Hound?
Nah.
No, I haven't. But you know what I realized? Wait, you know what? Never mind. Let me not jump my guns. Let me shut up.
No, say it.
There's a certain movie. Hold on. Let me. Yeah, no, I'm Googling y'all real quick before I say it real quick.
And why she doing her Vanna B facts?
Yeah, actually, hello, Lady in the fucking Tramp, MrGentleman.
I was gonna get to that, girl.
Okay, I'll go back on mute.
Oh, what was all that about?
But by the way, I have seen A Fox and the Hound, and that was a sad movie. Y'all gotta watch it. It was sad.
You know what's sad? Bambi was sad. Bambi is the original one of fucking you up because you're like, oh, what the fuck? Hello.
we will get to all of that because it's coming.
Okay.
It's coming. So speaking of, well, before we got too ahead, Lady and Tramp is next.
Sorry.
And yes, I have seen Lady and Tramp. What about y'all?
Yes,
That's why I make spaghetti all the time. So.
Yeah.
But no, yes, I have. Yes,
but random. Have y'all seen the reboot? They had a reboot, live action one. They made a live action one.
I didn't know about that.
No, I wasn't like it. Didn't make me want to buy into it. So no, I haven't.
I watched it. I was bored. It was kind of cute. It was kind of cute for what it was.
I'll pass.
Alright, the next movie is kind of sad too. Oliver and Company. To me, it was sad.
Which one?
Oliver and Company.
Albert and Company?
Yeah.
I have no idea what that is. No idea.
Dang.
Yeah, sorry.
Nah, I'm not with it. I didn't get this one.
Yeah, I watched it. It's about a cat who got lost in New York City, and then he thought he with a bunch of dogs. Yeah. Shout out to Billy Joe for that soundtrack too. Only soundtrack, yo. Then he came up with a lot of amazing soundtracks, yo. Shout out to Billy Joe, man, for that one.
I tell you, they get their departments to do these soundtracks, bro. For real. And it be on point, and it have you watching the movie and singing the whole thing.
Yeah, it definitely does though. Next we got the Aristocats. Have you seen the Aristocats?
Isn't that we are Siamese? And yes, I definitely have seen the Aristocats. Yes.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
Yes, I've seen it too. What about Lilo and Stitch?
Oh my God! Yes.
Yeah.
Y'all might get upset with me. I never seen Lilo and Stitch. I never had.
Even the cartoon when it came.
Nah.
Mahana means family.
I heard about it, never watched it. Nah,
wow. Okay.
I couldn't get into it. I know. Sad. I know.
Okay.
What about Bambi? So we mentioned Bambi earlier. What about Bambi?
I think I watched it once. It was traumatized and never watched it again. It was just like, what the fuck?
I'm not gonna lie. I had the tape, but I only watched it once because it was so sad. It was one of the sad. It was sad. It was very much. It was sad as Lion King. I'm sorry, like especially as a kid, as a younger kid, because Baby came out younger. We can't. Oh, gee, Louise. Yeah, I was traumatized as well. What about you, Roddy? Gee, Louise.
Nah, they didn't catch this one.
He said no.
Well, Roddy, I guess that might be. It was a good movie, but I guess it was a good thing because
don't do it now. Just don't do it as.
Right.
Don't do it.
Right. It was sad, man. That movie was sad, man. Gee, Louise. All right, next is Dumbo.
I watched Dumbo once in my life, and I feel like it's so funny for me to watch Dumbo once, and then when you go to Disney World and everyone's so fascinated to get on the ride, you're like, the fuck? So, yeah. Sorry, y'all.
I had the tape for Dumbo. I watched Dumbo, but it was not my favorite movie, though. What about you, Roddy?
Dumbo, I watched it.
What about the Mighty Ducks? The movie Mighty Ducks.
Oh my God, yes. If you haven't watched that, then we have to talk about it. Yes, please, yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I did too. I believe I watched all three of the Mighty Ducks, if I'm not mistaken. What about the Pirate of the Caribbean?
The movie Johnny Depp was the one. Yeah. I mean, that's only one because it's a ride in Disney World, and then yes. So yes, I stand for Johnny Depp. I know he has issues, but I absolutely love those movies. I think I'm here for it. I was here for him, Calypso, all of them. I was here for it. Yes.
I did watch it. I think I only watched 2. I didn't watch all 5 of them.
Yeah, and I think Selma Hayek was in 1. You had the Calypso lady, then you had, oh my God, Orlando Bloom was in the first.
Of course.
Yeah. So definitely, I definitely love Pirates of the Caribbean. And I also love the random fact that when the movie first came out. So if you go to Disney World, there's an actual ride for it.
Yeah.
So what they did was they had Johnny Depp actually dressed as Jack Sparrow on the ride and was actually acting out the part. So random fact. So you can if you YouTube like Johnny Depp Pirates of the Caribbean Disney World, it'll come up. So that was so dope that he did that. I love that about him.
And you know it's funny. I watched Pirates of the Caribbean. I watched it by force. Somebody forced me to watch it. Shout out to the homie Regina. Yeah, she got me watching that movie, and then I enjoyed it. But I only watched the first two though. What about you, Roddy?
Which one?
A Pirate of the Caribbean.
Yes, I watched one of them.
Okay, nice. All right, so let's get a little hot. Let's get a little hot today. Like it's a holiday season. Have you ever watched Nightmare Before Christmas?
Yes, that's a good one.
Hello, excuse me. Yes. You can watch that in Halloween and in Christmas, y'all. It's a double dose. You watch them at both times.
Yeah, no. Nightmare Before Christmas was dope, yo. Another one from the food Johnny Depp, dope one. Here's your time now. Hocus Pocus. You used to watch this earlier. Hocus Pocus. How you watch Hocus Pocus?
I would like to say shout out to my bestie D because that's one of her favorite movies. So literally, like when it comes on with the 31 days of Halloween, I'm like, hey sis, it's schedule. But yes, I love Hocus Pocus. I'm very interested to see the remake.
Sequel.
The sequel, yes. Sorry, the sequel, not the remake. But yes, I love Hocus Pocus because I love Sarah Jessica Parker because I love Sex and the City. So it goes for me. So I'm all here for that. So yes, and more yes.
I definitely watched this movie. I enjoyed it. I can't wait for the sequel. I can't wait for this. What about you, Roddy?
I watched it. Yeah.
Yeah, looking forward to it. And we're going to end it. It's too early for the holiday to end. But even though this holiday didn't come up yet, but the Santa Claus. How y'all about the Santa Claus?
Oh yeah, of course.
I mean, yeah, of course, me too. Shout out to the homie Tim Allen. What about you, Vanna? Have you watched the movie The Santa Claus?
Yeah, Santa Claus, yes. yes, and yes. I'm sorry, I was like, I'm multitasking, y'all. But yes, I absolutely love the aspect of the story. I love like them making little hot chocolates once he got to the North Pole, and like the whole shit with him and his kid was dope. I absolutely like that is one of the movies. He woke up, he was a whole big belly man and didn't know what happened. Facts. Yes, I absolutely love Tim Allen again. And shout out to Disney, they just know who to pick as their people. And
for real, I agree. I watched all three of the Santa Claus. It was I enjoyed those movies, man. I always watch those movies every holiday season, man.
It's just one of those like just movies that I think like now I just have to watch. Like even if I don't sit and fully watch it, I will put it on just to hear it.
Exactly.
Just to hear it, and I just remember like watching it as a kid, and I remember like when the elf was making her was making the daughter when the elf was making the son the hot cocoa and how he felt, and I was like, oh, I want hot chocolate right now as a kid. I definitely remember those feelings. So yes, definitely.
Facts. All right, next we got James and the Giant Peach.
Oh yeah, I watched it.
Hell to the yes.
I definitely did too. I seen this at the movie. I definitely seen this. All right, what about hopefully I pronounced this right. Mahana.
Mahana. So fucking Disney movies. I watched it and there was certain scenes of it that made me like cry, and I was like, what the fuck is happening? But I definitely loved it. I love the fact, again, shout out to Disney, kudos to them, and Dwayne Johnson just showing the Hawaiian culture. I feel like there's another name for that, and I'm not saying it right, so I apologize. Samoan. Thank you, Samoan culture. Thank you. But I love like the the story between her and her grandmother, and with her grandmother, that hit different. I was like, I'm over here crying over this emo. Like, what is happening, y'all? But I definitely, I didn't. It's funny, like a movie like that. I didn't understand it. Like I didn't understand. Well, we're older now, but once I watched it, I was like, oh yeah, this shit is dope. Like I understood like the story and why people loved it, and why, again, representation is very important. But definitely, it's like between her and her grandmother, I definitely felt that. I definitely was here for it.
I did not watch it, but this is one of those Disney movies I wanted to watch. It never got a chance to watch. I guess when I try to think about watching something, it don't pop up my head. I know, but it was something I always wanted to watch. So I'm definitely gonna watch it now. The fact that you explained it like that, I definitely gotta watch it now.
Yeah, it was definitely one of those movies that, if you're really just focused and just watching it, and then you just see certain things, and especially us being older, when you experience certain things, it will definitely hit differently for you. Not in a bad way, but it was just like one of those, like, you cry. I cried because I understood what she was going through, and I was like, what the fuck, Disney? But it was definitely, I loved it. I loved, once I saw it and I put everything together, I'm like, yeah, I'm here for it.
And Roddy, you say you didn't see this, right?
Which one?
Mohana.
Nah.
Yeah,
you gotta watch it.
Yeah, this is something I definitely gotta watch. I gotta watch this. What about the Big Hero 6? Have y'all watched that?
What the fuck is that? Wait, is that not who's the thing with the big robot? That's not him, right?
That was it. Yeah, this is it. The big robot.
Okay, so I've seen clips. I've never watched that movie. I've never watched it.
I heard about it. I never watched it though. I know they also got a show of it now too. I just never watched it.
Yeah, I've never. And I wonder. Okay.
All right, next we got Fantasia. Have y'all watched Fantasia?
Yeah, I think you at least end up watching it by accident, or something.
Yeah.
Fantasia's, yeah.
Yeah, I watched it as well. I watched Fantasia as well. Quick it up. What about Wreck-It Ralph? We almost done, y'all. What about Wreck-It Ralph?
Yes.
Yeah, I did too. I watched it too. What about Natural Treasure?
Yes, because I'm a history geek and I was here for that shit. Yes.
Oh yeah, I was there for it too.
I love for it. Yes. See, Roddy.
I'm with you, boy.
I watched all of them.
I did not watch all of them. I think I watched 2 of them. I watched it in the movie with somebody. I can't remember what it was, but I did watch one of them in the movie. I can't remember who it was though. It was a long time ago though. But
it's really dope. Just as a side note, y'all, like, watch the first one and then go to Philly, and then like what I did, like when I went to Philly last year. Was it last year? I think, and I was like, oh shit, and I was able to like pinpoint, like, oh, this is that. It's just because of the movie. So it was dope for me. I liked it.
All right, so we got 4 more choices, y'all. All right, what about Sword of the Stone? Have y'all watched that?
That's for the
no.
Oh boy.
No.
Yeah,
with the wizard.
Yeah.
With the fucking hat. Merlin the wizard. Merlin the wizard. Sorry, here go my Merlin people. Merlin the wizard.
The wizard. I remember that. What about Freaky Friday?
Yes.
With Lizzie Lohan.
Yes.
What about you, Vanna?
I think I might have won like a Disney night, like on the TV. Yeah, probably.
And I watched it too. And here's another Lizzie Lohan movie, The Parent Trap. Have y'all watched it?
Yes, of course.
Yes, definitely yes.
Yeah, I definitely did too. What about this movie called The Black Cauldron? Have y'all watched that?
No.
No. Pieces of it. What about the Chronicle of Nadia?
Yes.
I didn't watch the full thing.
I never watched it either. And
y'all are disappointing.
I know. I apologize. I know. And last movie, this movie called The Song of the South.
I don't know what that is.
What about you, Roddy?
It's a no for me over here.
I know for me, I watch pieces of it. I watch pieces of it, but I don't. Even I didn't watch it in full. I know they had a lot of racist slurs in that movie. I heard from what I heard, but I didn't. I only watched pieces of it. I didn't watch like the whole movie though. But yeah. That is the episode. That is the Old School Show season 1 finale. And, thank you to the Vanna B. Thank you for coming on the show.
Yes, thank you.
Listen, I know my life has been crazy, but I'm always down to pop in and, have some conversations and all that fun stuff, y'all.
And, I'm definitely going to bring it back for the Old School Show. And all the shows, of course. I'm definitely going to bring it back. So, yeah, you're going to hear more about from Vanna. And also, the star right around, So before we leave, y'all should already know what I do at the end of the show. Drop your social media where they can reach you. All right, and drop your social media first, Miss Vanna B, and then the star right around.
Okay, so you guys can reach me on Instagram, y'all. I am literally Vanna B. So it's spelled B-A, and as a Nancy, and as a Nancy, A as an apple, _ B-E-E on Instagram. Make sure y'all pull up, show love. My birthday is next Friday, so definitely pull up and show love for that. I also, Libra season, what's up? Also have a link for my hair page as well. And all that fun stuff. Catch me on that. Catch me also on Clubhouse. If you're on Clubhouse, my name is the same thing, but it's minus the underscore. So definitely find me on Clubhouse as well, with me and my people from Baltimore and our conversations and all that good stuff.
Yeah, I've been meaning to catch that. But I'm gonna catch the next one. I got you.
Sometimes we a little toxic and stuff, so you might wanna, just.
I make sure I be prepared for it. I Star, drop your info. You ain't know, bro. Drop your info, son.
Yeah, so you catch me at the Star Roddy Rod. I ain't on social intelligence. You know how to spell the Star, and then you just say RODDY ROD. There we go.
Yeah. Also, y'all can catch him on the Premier Podcast. He is back on the show finally. He showed up for work. He's back on the show. So yeah, and once again, thank y'all, and we'll be right back. Hello, everybody. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman, like the podcast and the Premier Boy podcast. And this commercial is brought to you by the Premier Boy podcast, where we talk about anything about the culture. Hosted by myself, Ken, aka MrGentleman, Mr. Aaron Sands from King Talk with Aaron Sands, the Star Roddy Ride, who is also my co-host of the Old School Show, and long live the Chief Nolly Bow. And we talk many topics, from politics, music, sex, love, relationships, and many more. And also every topic that's going on in the news right now. Many of our topics is very controversial, and the podcast show might not be for everybody because we talk about many explicit content. And yeah, so if y'all decided to check out the show, y'all be warned because y'all might need a drink or two. And yeah, because this podcast is so crazy. I'm shocked that it had not got canceled yet. So if y'all looking forward to listen to the Premier Boy podcast, check it out on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcast, iHeartRadio, and many more. Each and every Wednesday at 12 a.m. You can check out the Premier Boy podcast with myself, Mr. Aaron Sands, Star Roddy Rod, and Long Live the Chief Nolly Bow. This is your boy Ken, aka MrGentleman. Have a good day and night wherever you're listening to this episode. Now back to the show. Yeah! I just want to take time to thank everybody for tuning in to this latest episode of the Old School Show, the season 1 finale of the Old School Show. Thank you to my special guest, Miss Vanna B, for coming back on the show. You know, it's always dope to have you on the show, but we definitely gonna bring you back. And thank you to my co-host, Premier with Podcast Own, the Star Ride Ride. You know, thank you for taking the time to be a co-host for the series with me, man. It means a lot, man. You improve and everything, man. I definitely say thank you, man. It wouldn't be anybody that I want to do this spin-off show with, man. And I'm glad that you wanted to take the time to do it with me. And I thank you for that, man. But that don't mean that you don't start listening to us. You can still hear us on the Premier Podcast with myself, Mr. Aaron Sands, the Star Rider Ride, and Long Live the Chief Mounty Mel. On Wednesday, the season 2 of the Premier Podcast is out now. You can also catch me on King Talk with Aaron Sands. I am executive producer of that show with Mr. Aaron Sands. Yeah, you know, check it out every other Fridays. So yeah. You know, even though the series, let me give you the MrGentleman like the podcast schedule. So we will be on break on all the shows. We on break now. So season 5 of MrGentleman like the podcast will be on November 14th. That way we come back. That way we get a new episode of MrGentleman like the podcast. November 14th, season 5 premiere. November 14th. The main series of MrGentleman like the podcast. November 14th. December 5th, we got the return episode of MrGentleman like the podcast presents a conversation about music podcast. December 5th, we return with all new episodes of a conversation about music podcast. Then y'all wondering, when is season 2 with myself and the Star Rider Ride of the Old School Show is returning for season 2. Season 2 release date is December 26th of December. December 26th, we got season 2 premiere of the Old School Show. So, yeah, so that's the schedule from the Gym Like the Podcast. Thank you to the people at Good Pod. You know, MrGentleman like the podcast is charting right now on Good Pod for all social and culture charts, and also on the top 100 shows on Good Pod. MrGentleman like the podcast is on 2 charts, and yeah, I just want to say thank y'all. Also, the Premier Boy podcast is also on the charts for entertainment news and all news categories. So I just want to say thank y'all for just showing love to not only my show, but my team show as well, man. It means a lot. Y'all don't understand how much this means, y'all. It means a lot, and I just want to say thank y'all. And if y'all want to be a guest for season 5 of MrGentleman like the podcast, the Old School Show, which is returning in December, a conversation about music will also return in December. And the last spin-off show that had not premiered yet, Date Night Talk Podcast, will be premiering in 2022. Y'all can DM me on IG on all social media, Ken, Ken, _ Mr. MR, Gentleman, GENTLEMAN, or y'all can send me an email about yourself and a bio about yourself to my email, KenYPGENT@gmail.com. I repeat, KenYPGENT@gmail.com, and we can set you up on the main show, the Old School Show, a conversation about music podcast, and Date Night Talk. Y'all be one of those 4 shows. I could put y'all on the show, and we could get things going. Also, support the MrGentleman like the podcast website at MrGentlemanLikeThePocket.com. MrGentlemanLikeThePocket.com. Even though we now had no new episodes until November 14th, y'all could continue to support MrGentleman like the podcast on almost all streaming platforms. Check out MrGentleman like the podcast on Anchor, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, Podchaser, Good Pod, Google Podcasts, on Radio Public, Stitcher, Bleaker, and many more. We are not on Spotify at the moment. We are still working out the problems with Spotify. Hopefully when season 5 premiere, we will be back on the platform, but right now, we are not back on the platform at the moment. We should be back soon, so we're working on that right now. Not only for MrGentleman, but also on the Premier Podcast. So yeah, so before I go one more time, I'm gonna name the schedules. before we leave, the main show for Mr. Gentleman Like That podcast return November 14th at 12 a.m. November 14th at 12 a.m. Mr. Gentleman Like That podcast season 5, November 14th at 12 a.m. December 5th, Mr. Gentleman Like That podcast presents a conversation about music podcast. December 5th, a conversation about music podcast. Return with all new episodes December 5th. And season 2 premiere of the Old School Show with myself and the Star Rider Rod, December 26th. The Old School Show with myself and the Star Rider Rod, December 26th at 12 a.m. And once again, thank y'all for supporting the show. It means a lot, y'all. Have a good day and have a good night for listening to not only the Old School Show, but with the Gentleman Like That podcast as a whole. Once again, I thank y'all. Yeah!
Hi, this is Marsha, and you're listening to Mr. Gentleman Lifestyle Podcast.